You know, some stories, they're not just about a successful business or, a popular menu item. They're about something deeper, a feeling, a memory, a connection that can literally cross oceans. Today, we're diving into the legend of a fast food chain that became a cultural icon, and it all kind of starts with one guy waiting an insane 20 hours in line just for a taste of home.
No, that is not an exaggeration. 20 hours. When a Jollibee opened up in Manhattan, this man, Javier, waited almost a full day just to be first in line. And his reason? Well, it gets right to the very heart of this entire story. It's not just about the food, it's about a feeling of home. So, what on earth is creating such a powerful emotional connection? Well, for a lot of people, that feeling of home is all wrapped up in one very specific and, let's be honest, kind of surprising dish: spaghetti. But hold on, this is absolutely not the spaghetti you're probably picturing. This is something else entirely, and it is the key to the whole Jollibee experience.
So what is the deal with this plate of pasta? What makes it inspire that kind of, devotion? If you really want to get Jollibee, you have to understand its most iconic dish, because it basically breaks all the traditional rules in the most delicious way possible.
Okay, here it is, the secret sauce. Literally. The base is this uniquely sweet sauce, and get this, it's made with banana ketchup, a total staple in Filipino kitchens. Then, instead of meatballs, you get savory ground meat mixed with bright red sliced up hot dogs. Yep, hot dogs. And the whole thing is topped with a ton of melted cheese. This isn't just some random mix, it is pure, unadulterated comfort food, engineered for a very specific taste and a lifetime of amazing memories.
I mean, just look at this comparison. It really lays it all out. On one side, you've got your classic, savory, herby Italian spaghetti. And on the other, you have the Filipino style, sweet, meaty, with softer noodles that are just perfect for soaking up all that incredible sauce. See, it's not trying to be an imitation. It's a complete reimagination. It's its own thing, built for a whole different set of memories.
So how did this totally unique menu even come to be? Well, for that, we've got to go back, way back to the beginning. Because this empire, believe it or not, didn't start with fried chicken or spaghetti. Nope, it started with ice cream, and one founder's incredibly smart pivot.
Okay, picture this. It's 1975. A young entrepreneur named Tony Tan Kakshong opens a couple of ice cream parlors. But he noticed something really interesting. His customers, they wanted more. They wanted real meals. So he started adding hot sandwiches and other dishes, and they exploded in popularity. So by 1978, he makes this huge, risky decision: forget the ice cream franchise, let's go all in on fast food. And just like that, the very first Jollibee was born. He just listened to what people wanted, and in doing that, he laid the groundwork for a global phenomenon.
But here's where the story gets so much bigger than just a business plan. Jollibee's growth, it's deeply, deeply connected to the story of the Filipino people and their journey all across the globe. You see, Jollibee didn't just expand, it followed its family.
Just to give you some context, you have to let this number sink in. On average, over 3,000 Filipinos leave the country every single day for work. This massive global migration, what's known as the Filipino Diaspora, created these vibrant communities all over the world. Communities that were looking for a connection, a little piece of home.
And this right here, this is the core of it all. For people living thousands of miles from where they were born, food is never, ever just food. It becomes this social anchor, right? It's a way you keep up with family and friends, and it's a super important way you pass your culture down to the next generation.
And so as these Filipino communities started popping up all over the world, guess who followed? Jollibee. Each new location on this map wasn't just another restaurant. No way. It was a beacon. It was a cultural outpost where people could get together, share a meal, and just for a little while, feel like they were right back home.
So, okay, we get it. Jollibee provides a taste of home. But what's the deeper psychology going on here? Why does this brand resonate so profoundly, especially with the children of immigrants, kids who maybe never even lived in the Philippines?
Well, there's actually a key concept for this. It's called acculturation. It's basically the challenge that every single immigrant family faces. How do you fit into a new culture while still holding on to your own heritage? It's this delicate balancing act. And for a lot of people, Jollibee becomes a really important tool in that process.
And this is fascinating when you break it down by generation. You've got the folks who moved when they were kids, the second generation who were born in the new country, and so on. For every one of these groups, Jollibee means something a little different. For some, it's pure nostalgia for a childhood they actually had in the Philippines. But for others, it's this delicious, tangible way to connect with a heritage they're maybe just starting to discover through their parents' story.
And get this, the connection is so strong, it's thriving online. In places where there isn't even a physical Jollibee. Just seeing a meme about chicken joy or that sweet spaghetti, it can spark this huge shared cultural moment. It's like a digital taste of home, a symbol of identity that travels right through our screens.
So, that brings us to right now. Jollibee isn't just for the diaspora anymore, not by a long shot. It is becoming a modern, global icon, finding a whole new audience and carving out a new role in food culture.
And this is basically how it happens. For a lot of Filipino Americans, it's the absolute perfect way to introduce their friends to their culture. I mean, who doesn't love fried chicken? It's universal, it's accessible, you don't need to know the history or the language to get it. And once you've built that bridge with a piece of chicken joy, it opens the door for people to explore the whole incredible world of Filipino food.
And listen, this isn't just some niche thing anymore. The brand is earning some serious mainstream respect. I mean, being named the #1 best fast food fried chicken in the entire US by a major publication like USA Today 2 years in a row, that tells you the appeal is crossing all kinds of cultural lines now. The secret is definitely.
So, as we bring this all together, it's pretty clear that the recipe for Jollibee's success has ingredients that go way, way beyond what's on the menu. This is a story about emotion, about identity, and about the incredible power of food to create a real community.
So we have to ask the question we started with. After everything we've looked at, from the sweet spaghetti to the global diaspora, is this just a fast food chain? Or is it something more, a cultural touchstone? I mean, the long lines, the emotional reactions, the global following, it all points to something so much bigger, doesn't it?
In the end, that's what Jollibee is really serving up. It's a taste of childhood birthday parties, of family lunches after church, of a home you might still live in, or one you're dreaming of from thousands of miles away. It's a taste of joy. So, from one tiny ice cream parlor to this whole constellation of cultural beacons shining across the globe, the legend of Jollibee really shows us something powerful, that sometimes the best thing you can offer someone isn't just food, but a feeling that they belong. So the question for you is, what does home taste like?